This is Monday with the Messiah for February the 23rd, 2026, here on Following Him, the Disciple Life. The concept of the Messiah is a Jewish concept. You know, there are many people out there these days, sadly and tragically and kind of disgustingly, that bristle and get angry at the idea of anything Jewish connected to Jesus, and they'll try to argue against the idea even that Jesus was Jewish, even though he was of the house of David, of the tribe of Judah. It doesn't get more Jewish than that. But you know, with that, him being the Messiah, and I don't think I'd find anybody that would object to calling him the Messiah, but him being the Messiah, the concept of the Messiah was a Jewish concept. A concept that was a very important one in first century Judaism, directly coming from Daniel 9, beginning in verse 25. Now, principles and prophecy connected to the Messiah is found throughout the Old Testament, but specifically named the Messiah in Daniel 9, once again, beginning in verse 25 and in verse 26. It says, "Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the command to restore and build Jerusalem until Messiah the Prince, there shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. The street shall be built again, and the wall, even in troublesome times." And then the beginning of verse 26 there, "And after the 62 weeks, Messiah shall be cut off, but not for himself." So there are reference to the crucifixion. But this is found in the book of Daniel, a Jewish book. So it's an Old Testament book. Well, okay, yes, it's a book found in the Old Covenant writings, what we call the Old Testament, but it was a very important book among the Jewish people. It is a Jewish concept. So when people try to deny the Jewishness of Jesus, so many issues with that, so much ignorance shown with that as far as what the word Jew means. But with this, it's just completely ignoring the idea that the concept of the Messiah, well, it has an application to everyone and not just the Jewish people, but originally it is a Jewish concept. You have a great rest of the day. And speaking of Jewish concepts, shalom.